odds are if you clicked on this video, you're pretty excited about your fitness journey. Now, this is not an overnight success. This is going to take time, but it's going to help you move the needle forward every single day. Now, not only that you're going to be getting in shape, but you're also going to be learning discipline. Now, this method that I wrote down helped me so much throughout my process, and it gave me so much mental clarity. I was able to see my potential, and I was able to go after everything that I want. And this simple method that I wrote down is going to make you a motherfucking machine. I thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and you guys want to put on a hoodie, get your popcorn, get your notes out, and it's going to be a good one.
All right, what's good, boys? My name is Willie Parker. You guys are probably already know who I am by clicking this video. This is the same exact blueprint that I use to become jacked and disciplined within 90 days. I had a crazy transformation. Um, I was 170, I was lost, had low confidence, and I was a skinny twig. This is like a little bit background on me, how I got started. I was a skinny twig, had low confidence, I've always put my insecurities on others about, people that go to the gym are just tryhards, which I really wanted to be the person that went to the gym. Like I used to say all the time, "Oh, you don't need to work out. What if you get shot with a gun and you doing all that for no reason?" And really, it was just me denouncing it. I really wanted to be in shape so bad. And when you denounce something in this world, especially when you tell the universe that, hey, I don't want this, then you're not going to attract it. And it was just me being insecure, me wanting that lifestyle of being in the gym. And I used to put it on people that I seen that was in shape. I didn't have any confidence because I didn't work for nothing. I had a nice car, I had a nice job, but like internal, I didn't have no discipline, awkward as fuck. I was good talking with people, but when it came to me deep down in like in myself, I didn't have no confidence, bro. Like talking to females, whatever. Money can take you so far, good looks can take you so far you know. But I've always wanted to be in shape. I've always wanted to bench 225. I wanted to be a part of that gym life. And life led me to it. I've, gotten some trouble that I can't really speak on. And it led me to my process where I created a sustainable routine that was connected to my purpose. It helped me just build a momentum where I was able to meal prep, hit my right macros. It led me to a good training split. And to be honest, I did not know what I was doing in the gym. And you guys can say good genetics, whatever, but I gave it effort. Effort. Me waking up early at an uncomfortable time, me just building that momentum of having that fire in my heart to change because so many people saw me in the gym like, oh, he just capping, he just playing around. That was my motivation to just prove everyone wrong. Yes, I had that mindset to prove everyone wrong. So as I started to, put on a little bit of size, I created a sustainable routine that was connected to my purpose. You know, I stopped dirty bulking. You know, I thought dirty bulking was so good, like, "Oh, I can just eat anything, I'm just putting on size," like, "Oh, I could just," like, bro, it was some stupid stuff I was doing, like, I was trying to, like, add on, like, candy, connecting it to my calories, like, I was looking at, like, I wasn't looking at the sugars, like, I would just focus on the calories. So, as I start to gain more knowledge with, macros, by tracking my proteins and my carbs and my fats, to my height and, to my weight, to my training intensity, and I created a routine for, my meal prep routine while I was able to create a routine for my morning wake up, and it just led me to a training split, and as I was just gradually through that 6 months of me just starting the gym and, starting my life over, that I was just building up momentum to where not only that I was getting disciplined, I was also, like, creating the person I always wanted to become, like, I was getting in shape, putting on size. I think in the middle picture, I was up. I know in the before picture I was 170. I think I was up. I think 15 pounds. I think I was like 185 in this picture. And I was finding my way around the gym now. I was sober. I wasn't like drinking. I had cut back on going out. And as you see, I progressed to this picture. Uh, 3 months later, mind you guys, I've gained a crazy amount of weight because of this routine. Like this routine that I follow every single day of me just waking up, getting after it, tracking my macros, knocking out my routine. I'm in the gym. So in this picture, I was up 40 pounds. I was person developed. You know, this was my birthday, and I wanted to take a picture by the poolside with my shirt off to show off my gains. I was smoking a cigar. I was feeling myself. I had confidence. This is the time when I started making content, you know, good at speaking on camera because I was confident in myself because I gained that confidence. And you cannot buy confidence. You cannot buy wisdom. You have to actually go through the life problems. Now, what wisdom is, you can learn. A smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from others' mistakes. And that's wisdom is pain overcome. You have to go through wisdom. You can't get wisdom through a book. Yes, you can get wisdom through a book, like you can read off a quote, but to actually feel it and know the feelings behind it, actually fight through the hard days of trying to become better is where wisdom is built. And I was, up 40 pounds, confident as hell. Went to the pool, everybody was at the pool this time, and I wanted to show off my gains. People were saying, "Damn, man, you put on size, man, you look good." Can you show me how? And I was getting all those compliments, feeling good, looking good, feeling good, man. Now, this target audience is for the people that want to put on size. Like if you're a skinny little twig and you're tired of being a victim weight and you need a little bit of discipline and you are lost, you don't have a routine, you need a morning routine, train split routine, just to get your life into order. Because if you are not planning to succeed, you are planning to fail if you don't take action on yourself. So a structured routine is going to get you to your goals. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't gain weight, my metabolism fast." When they're really just not training correctly, dirty bulking, not hitting their macros, just not staying disciplined. And alcohol was one of them that can kill your gains. And I'm not telling you guys to be a robot. Like this is what helped me put on that much size in that amount of time because I've gained 60 pounds within 6 months. And I did a crazy transformation. I went from 170 to like, what was it? I was like 220, 222. I think I was 215 in that last picture when I was about to pull 215 or 220. I gotta look back. But it was crazy size. Like I went from a skinny twig to putting on size, benching 225. And this all came from me just holding my word to myself, staying on track, and I had a busy life. Like, this is why I made sacrifices to where I woke up at an uncomfortable time. Like, I needed to wake up at this time, or else I wouldn't hit my daily goals. Like, or else, I would miss, and I didn't want to miss. So, this is why I woke up at an uncomfortable time. You know, I was doing my morning routine at 4 a.m. because I had to be to work at 7. So, it was a small window for me to just get up, do my push ups, read my Bible, head to the gym, and just go hard. And that led me to just building so much mental clarity in myself, so much confidence in those hard times where people were just doubting me, you know. A lot of you guys can create. I mean, a lot of you guys can relate to that. You know, just you have about like you guys have a busy schedule, but this is going to this we got to see. You have to see. I can't really speak for everyone. Like I can't. Yeah, I can't really speak for everyone's schedule, but I will have to see your schedule and we will have to work something in. I know I'm all over the place, but because I know people are going to make excuses. Oh, my schedule is busy. Oh, this and that. No. If you really want to become successful, you got to make some sacrifices. So I'm not going to really get into like the busy schedule part but this is going to help you balance out your life. Like I said before, I was insecure, you know, I had victim weight and I wanted to gain weight. And me just going hard in the gym, following my split, you know, just hitting so much new PRs every single day, just pushing myself to the max, using pain as fuel, you know, led me to not having a fast metabolism because you guys, you smaller guys, be like, oh, I eat so much, you know, while I'm not gaining weight. Well, you're probably eating bullshit. That bulky food is gonna just put on fat. You need to be eating, whole foods, rice, chicken, vegetables, steak, salmon, tuna, something that's going to hold you, that has protein in it, the right carbohydrates that's gonna fill your muscles up. And also too, this is none of that water weight bullshit. Like, this is you just in the gym training hard, you know, taking your right amount of supplements. I don't know what you guys take, but I take creatine and I was drinking a gallon of water a day, and this was helping me put muscle on. And it was no water weight because I was training hard, running, and I just implement all that to my routine. And if you're looking for an overnight transformation and you're looking for a fast fix, bro, this is not for you. Like, this is going to take dedication. Like, you're going to have to dedicate your life. Like, this is going to be your new identity. The gym, being disciplined, going to work, whatever you're doing throughout your day. Like, this is it. Like, the more you show up, the quicker the results come. And the results will show up if you show up for yourself, if you put in the effort. And if you're willing to play both sides and keep those bad habits, trying to drink and still do these things where you're disciplined, then it's going to throw you off. I'm not telling you guys to be a robot. What I'm telling you is put yourself first, put your goals first. And that's what I did. Like I put myself first. Like, I got rid of everything. Like, if you really want to change and you really want to be successful, you will get rid of everything. You can't pour new wine into old bottles. Like, you have to trade your old life for your new one. So you have to replace the bad habits with the good ones. So if you're not willing to do that, then this is not for you. And number one, you have to believe in yourself. Like, believing in yourself is key. You have to know that it is meant for you because it is meant for you. That you're being called up. Like, that pain that you're going through right now, of being small, being lost, you don't have a structural routine, you're just wandering in the wilderness, you know, you have to believe in yourself that you will follow this. And while you're following this, you're going to be going against society norms. Not everybody's going to understand you. Not everybody's going to understand why you eat the same meals. Not everybody's going to understand why you wake up at an uncomfortable time and go to the gym. Like, you're going to be separated from the society norms. And if you're not ready to be okay with that, then this is not for you. Like, easy fix, this is not for you. If you're trying to play both sides, trying to, you know, mix bad habits with good habits, this is not for you. And this is what I did. I went completely cold turkey. I would just, my vision, me becoming successful, me being jacked, me being padded, that's all I seen. Because around me, I didn't have nobody that I wanted to be like around me. So I had to create that person. And you have to create the person that's connected to your purpose, the highest version of yourself, that 2.0 version. Now, the truth that nobody will tell you about is that they will tell you to go out, have fun, enjoy your 20s. You know, you can always, come back. Hold on. You can always come back. I'm sorry, guys. You can always come back to your 30s and pick off, start your life. I say build in your 20s so your 30s will be easier. But you have to be willing to make a sacrifice. Guys, when I first started, I lived a bachelor lifestyle. Now, granted, I am blessed. I thank God for just blessing me with a good paying job. I was able to get, a good sports car, which I had a Corvette. I still have a Corvette. And I had a nice apartment downtown. And having that experience at a young age really put me ahead of everyone because people don't get that experience until like their late 20s, early 30s. And for me to just go through the motions of sleeping with a whole bunch of different women, always partying, I knew that that wasn't for me. That didn't fulfill me because when I wake up in the morning time with a headache and be hungover, I always knew I wanted to be more. And I will always watch, motivational content. It would just randomly pop up on my screen. I knew it was time for me to change. And deep down inside, I'm a honest man. Like I want to be honest. I want a family someday, and I want to impact the world. And that's me going out sleeping with a whole bunch of different women. Yes, that would impact a different niche of people that want that. But to be a man with integrity and lead by example, I had to be a one woman man. I want to be a one woman man. And that's the truth that nobody tells you. They just tell you you don't have to make that much sacrifices. You could play both sides, which you can. I'm not saying you won't get success out of it, but if you want fast results and you want to gain the mental capacity, the wisdom, you're gonna have to just cut off everything and suffer and really see who the fuck you really are. And that's what led me to this, like this discipline stuff. I had to see who the fuck I was when I had nobody and I wasn't going out. My friends was going out. It taught me delayed gratification, and it just led to me just having so much self worth in myself. And you can absolutely change your life, but you have to be willing to give up your old life for your new one. You can change. You can. And most people don't have that capable ability to fundamentally think they can commit. Like, oh no, what if the bad days? What if it's always what if, even if, because what if is fear. What if you guys will come up, people will come up with the stupidest excuses. What if I hurt myself? Well, okay, well, you can still wake up early, you can still not drink, you can still be disciplined, on a mental note. You have to be capable of knowing that you're going to be you're going to be pushed by the universe. And you have to fully commit to your goals and dreams. Like you have to be ready for this. Like this is a different lifestyle for most people because they will preach that yeah, you can go out and drink, you can do all these things, but you can't. But you're gonna have to be a robot. Like I'm not forcing it like to for you guys to be just as tense as me, but I want fast results. I'm a very impatient person, and for me to get where I want in life, I will do whatever it takes to win. And that's what winners do. They do whatever it takes to win. So you have to be capable of just doing whatever it takes. Now, a little background on me before I became successful. I mean, before I, became successful at my routine, before I, built this physique, this discipline, is that life kicked me in the nuts. I went to jail for having firearms in my car, you know. I was sleeping with a whole bunch of different women and it led me going to jail. And because that compounded me, going out and I was at the wrong place. I mean, I was at, yeah, the wrong place, wrong time. And I had to sit down and look myself in the mirror and say, hey, I need to change. Like this is now or never. Like I'm a type of person where I learn once. I'm not a pain freak. And I'm a person that you only tell me once and that's it. Like I'm gonna get the job done. And me hitting rock bottom led to me becoming this disciplined jack machine. And I've created this method by just fighting through the pain every day of just like I lost everything. I was losing people at the time and I couldn't sleep, so I used to wake up at 4 a.m., knock out my push-ups, and it just compounded to me just leaning on God. And once I was leaning on God, it led to me just, reading my Bible, getting that positive quote. And this is why I implement reading in my morning routine because once I got up at an uncomfortable time, you know, I did the push-ups, got the mental clarity. Now I'm able to take it to my next position. So now I'm able to go to the gym now. And me going to the gym, it just led me just feeling good about myself. That's all I wanted. I wanted to feel good about myself. And as those days started to compound, I started to build up confidence. And it just led to me just implementing this crazy routine where I showed up every single day. And it led to me getting my physique to 170 to 220, and I had so much character development, and I was this whole new person that was confident. And but this all led to me just life circumstances, and we all go through problems in life, and it's all about where do you put that energy towards? Do you run to the drugs and alcohol, or do you run to your purpose? And this led me run to my purpose because I had no choice. Because if I would have fucked up again, then I would have been sitting in jail for a even much longer time. And that's why I only sat in jail for like 4 days. And that was my first time going to jail. I'm a good guy. Like I've I've grew up in a good home. I'm not a degenerate. My mom raised me well. I was just, at the wrong place at the wrong time, doing what I shouldn't be doing. And that's the results I got. And the results I got, me, sitting in jail. And it led to me hitting rock bottom. And I wanted to change my life, so I created this crazy routine where it's built me. It took out so much emotion in me where I didn't think about the pain no more as I was waking up doing my push-ups, looking good, feeling good. And here's how it started. Like this is the goods right here. Like this is the sauce. You have to be willing to be happy where you're at, because that's gratitude. You know, be honest with your current position. Don't fake anything that you're not. Like be yourself. That's how you find your confidence. That's how you find your rhythm. Once you be yourself, you know what self want. And that isolation phase taught me that, where I had no choice but to just do character development, you know, push myself, setting out daily goals. Like I wanted to eat over 200 grams of protein, drink a gallon of water, at least get 45 minutes of cardio. And that was my daily goals. And I made long-term goals, and my daily goals was connected to my long-term goals. So each day I will be busy. I will be busy with my purpose. I'll be busy, too busy, working out, eating my macros, tracking my macros. And that structural routine was aligned to my goals because it led to me having confidence to even speak on this camera. It led to me helping others how I got help. Now, your purpose might be something different. You might need the confidence to go, get a spouse. Like, it depends on what you're doing this for. But in that time, I was just building up a routine, tracking my macros, hitting my training splits. I know I went to the gym, not knowing not knowing what to do. I started to create this mental thing where if I do amount of push-ups, I'll get strong. I was doing push-ups at the gym because I did not know what to do. I was doing push-ups and pull-ups, and then I used to people watch, and I just started doing lat pull downs. And once I started doing lat pull downs, I went to the bench. I was scared to bench because I had an ego. I didn't want to ask somebody to help me, and all those failures just led up to me being disciplined. Like, it's okay to ask people, it's okay to fail. Like, I thought I had to be perfect. But that's where that training split was built from me just, learning things as I go. Learning what back is, learning what biceps is, learning what certain muscle groups by just emotionally tying myself into, one to go out and do more. And that led to me creating a plan, you know, tracking my macros, and the routine was just all together. Waking up, going to the gym, and just eating the right macros. And what really, really helped me stay on track, and they had like a little, pat on the back is I built an accountability group. And that was accountability group of like-minded people. people that want more for themselves because family, friends don't support you. When you're changing your life and you're becoming successful with your business or whatever it's physique, you're gonna lose people because you no longer match frequencies. So this is why I created an accountability group of people that liked my posts. I seen certain creators, people that I knew around my hometown that was like into personal development. And I just put them all in one group and it just turned out to be a big thing where, you know, it helped me stay accountable where I showed up, I took pictures in the group that I was going to the gym, you know, the foods that I ate, what led me to just like being so aligned because now I had people that was holding me accountable. Now, the summary of everything, you don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. What I want you guys to do is wake up at an uncomfortable time, but it doesn't have to be a 4 a.m. wake up. It can be whatever time you're waking up, you know? But you have to have a routine. Like shit has to get done in the morning time when you wake up because you're not gonna think your way into positive thinking. You have to act your way into positive thinking. So the actual way into positive thinking is to do something that's connected to your purpose. Now, I can't tell you guys what to do with your routine. I can only help you. But when I started to wake up at 4 a.m., the first thing I would do was just push-ups. And they just like lit a fire under my butt. Like I felt so good, felt so pumped up to go outside, do push-ups because I knew nobody was doing that shit 4 a.m. in the morning. And then right when I got done doing my push-ups, I took that energy, read the Bible. God does things in an amazing way where every time I read my Bible, I'll read something that I needed that day, like that would just keep me going, that positive quote. And you reading a positive quote or you just, watching a podcast or whatever, something that's gonna, keep you on track, keep you motivated, that's gonna help you because I needed this. I needed this affirmations, I needed to read something that was positive that was gonna help me going while I'm taking the action, just like for a little safety net, because I didn't have people, people to tell me, hey, keep going. Only strangers, but like immediate people, like physically, I didn't have at the beginning. And I'll read my Bible. That just took me to my day. Like I went to the gym and it really helped me convince that my mind and my physique was the most important thing to me. Like a healthy mind led to a healthy life. And throughout the day of me just being consistent with my morning routine, going to the gym, it led to me eating cleaner because I didn't want to fuck up my momentum of just eating some bullshit ass fucking McDonald's or just eating some candy because those compound days were just, I mean, those compound action I took throughout my day was just led up to me being a fucking machine. And you need discipline. Like when motivation leaves, discipline is gonna always be there. It's gonna always be there. This is gonna help you stay on track for everything. Like discipline is self-investment. Discipline is the greatest, highest form of love, self-love. You know, it led to me, being disciplined with my macros, my split, and every single day I was just showing up. It helped me stay sharp. It helped me hit my gym goals. It helped me hit my weight goals, and that will led to me having crazy results because I simply just didn't give up. I simply just follow that path, follow that that voice that was in my head. Your conscious is your authentic voice from God. So whatever that's pushing you, whatever you're connected to, whatever you just see that you want, then that's your highest version of yourself. That's who you need to become. So if you're an active man in your 20s and 30s and you have a busy schedule and it seems impossible to find a consistent routine and structural a routine and plan that's going to keep you disciplined, and you need a diet plan and workout plan that's going to be simplified, this is for you. Like, no matter what you guys say, no, no excuses. Like, we're gonna work around this. Like, this is for you. Like, this blueprint is for you because once you have a consistent routine and you're looking good, you're feeling good, and you're proud of yourself that you're showing up and you're stacking these days, all those excuses out the door because you're going to put yourself first. And when you put on that size and you look good, you have that routine, it's no longer no limitations because you're seeing the results because the proof is in the pudding. You get what you get out. And that's one thing about the gym. You can't lie, you can't fake anything, you know? You got Chat GBT, we have it's not an education issue, it's an application issue. You have to just show effort and apply. And in my system, in my method, in my calls that I do with my clients, if you don't get the results, I will work with you until you get results because I'm confident and for sure that this will work for you because it is for you. It's for everyone. Like this is it for you. And if you guys have any questions and you want to book a call, my link will be in the description. And I love you guys so much, and you better not miss.